A really important safety question came up the other day that concerns North American outlets and North American plugs. How are the ground plugs or ground pins here, this one, connected to the electrical circuitry? How is it part of the electrical network? In this video I'm going to show you this using assorted educational supplies trash. So, the ground pin on a standard North American 15 amp electrical outlet is this pin here. The function of this pin is of safety. If there is a fault in the electrical appliance which terminates in this plug, then current can be carried by the ground pin safely back to the breaker panel. To do this, this needs a path of electricity that's continuous from the end of this extension cord, from this plug all the way to the breaker panel. Continuous path. So it starts at the plug. If the ground pin is broken off the plug, that's not helping anybody. The ground pin must be intact. If there's a fault with the hairdryer, toaster, whatever is plugged in and terminates in this plug, a drill, whatever, electric motor, whatever, this plug, if it terminates in a plug that has three prongs like this, then the ground pin must be intact, if that's how it was manufactured in the first place. So in a previous video I featured this outlet, but unfortunately this outlet is missing a component here at the ground pin. You see, the ground pin doesn't just plug into nothing. The ground pin does go through the faceplate of the outlet there, but if you look at this one, it looks like that it plugs into nothing, which is an incorrect conclusion because a metal component here is missing. On yet another version here, I have the metal components intact. So let's start with this one. This is what the manufacturers did in the 1970s, and this is what they did in the 80s and 90s, and then we're going to go to 21st century. So, but the same principles apply. You can see this metal bracket at the both ends of the outlet, and these metal brackets mount the outlet to the electrical junction box, top and bottom, just like so, and you make your electrical connections inside here and you put everything together like so. This junction box is inside a wall, you put a faceplate on it, and that's what you see. Now, this bracket here is what's making the electrical connection for this ground pin on the plug, just like so. So the path of electricity continues inside the cord, inside the plug, comes out to the ground pin, and the ground pin is in contact with this bracket, and the bracket mounts to the junction box, and from the junction box the wires and the ground wire is connected. I'll show you. So there's one problem with this connection. This side wall of this bracket is always subject to abrasion, plugging in, unplugging, plugging in, unplugging, which means that this hole can wear. As it wears, it gets bigger, and then electrical contact, this is a broken ground pin, then the electrical contact here is questionable. It is possible, however unlikely, that at one point this ground pin be not making any electrical contact with that with the opening in the metal bracket. Okay, I hope that makes sense, that sometimes this wears too much. And of course, electrical pins or ground pins are getting hollow and cheaper as we go into the 21st century. Copper is expensive, and manufacturers are trying to make ground pins like this, which is really low quality. This is of a thicker gauge metal. This one, of course, broke off because this is so thin. So, problem in the 70s. Solution in the 80s looked like this. They added an additional piece of copper plate there to this bracket. So when the ground pin comes in here, it's in contact both this copper plate here and this metal bracket here, or one of them. Either one of them will work because this copper plate here is riveted to this metal bracket. There is a connection made between them thereabouts. You can see enough of it. And this metal plate here and the sidewall that makes the connection for the line or live wire, and on the other side for the neutral, has nothing to do with this connection here and this plate. This copper plate here is only and exclusively connected to this mounting bracket. Okay, I hope this makes sense, and that it's more likely that electrical continuity be maintained because the ground pin will either connect this copper plate here or this bracket there when something is plugged into the outlet. Of course, this is not bulletproof either. As you can see, this metal pin is, well, this copper plate is bent, so it can deform. That's how it looks like after demolition and years of use. Not all ground connections look like this. Welcome to the 21st century. This is a USB outlet. You can't really see what's going on inside here, but the same connection is being made. There's a metal plate inside and it leads to this bracket. I know this because the bracket has always been, throughout decades of design and redesign or refinement in design, they have always been grounded the same way, and this is where this junction box comes in. So when the wires run into the junction box has two bolts at the back, and this ground wire, which is the bare wire in North American standards, should be connected there with one bolt solidly, so that this junction box, this copper wire, should lead continuously all the way back to the breaker panel, and from the breaker panel all the way down to your antenna system, to a buried ground pole where electrical charges are dissipated, and so things are grounded that way properly. So this piece of wire is solidly connected to this junction box, and this piece of wire also connects to the bracket. In the bracket there's a bolt. Usually nowadays it's green. So that bracket and that bolt, you can see this is a continuous path for electricity. 70s, same stuff in the 80s. The bolt is part of the bracket. And over here, no changes in the 21st century. This bolt and that bracket, this makes one continuous piece because that's how grounding works. It has to be continuous path of electricity. So I hope that makes sense. So that's how ground pins work in various solutions here you can come across depending on what you're renovating. I want to add one note here. This is not a course in how to wire an electrical junction box or how to wire an outlet or how to wire anything. For that you kind of need a 4-year apprenticeship, and you're on your own with that. I was just going to explain the concept of how the ground pin or where the ground pin is connected. It's really important for electrical safety. And when I wire in a junction box, I always start. The first thing I connect is the ground wire and the ground screw on the outlet. Just habit. So, thank you very much for watching. You make sure you're safe.